or another were homeless and they had to turn to selling their body or some type of sex work to make. What's going on, guys? It is Darius X World here, back at you again, but this time I'm not with you with some bullshit. Today I really want to speak some real shit and I really want to speak some truth. But if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification for more videos and go on and hit the like button. But today, y'all, I really want to touch on something serious. No bullshit. And this really kind of brought this to light on this show called Pose. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but Pose is an amazing show. You should actually go binge watch season 2 on Netflix now. Well, season 1 on Netflix. Season 2 is airing now, but it's basically a show talking about, like gay, transgender people in the 80s in New York and how they were treated in the ballroom scene and the AIDS and HIV epidemic like that was going on back then. But it's a good show. But that really had just got me thinking, like everything that was transpiring in the show, and I'm just blessed that I never had to go through that, but I know so many people in the community and so many people that I know have been through this. And I just wanted to say out there to all the parents, whoever this video may get to, parents, do not reject your kids. You need to stop rejecting your kids. Parents need to stop rejecting their gay kids. Parents need to stop treating their gay kid like they're shit. I have seen time and time again of people that I know, and they tell me how their parents didn't accept them and they have got kicked out of their house, or they was always made to feel like shit. And that is completely wrong, and I'm gonna tell you why for a reason. If you love your kids, it don't matter if you don't agree with their lifestyle, you should still support them and you should still give them love, because I'm gonna tell you something. And the reason you see a lot of gay, especially a lot of gay black men that have like issues, is because that shit starts from the home. Like if you constantly bash your kids, they are going to feel like shit. They are going to lose their self-worth. And that is the biggest disappointment that anybody can have. Because once you lose your self-worth, then you just don't care about yourselves. And you know how people say like HIV and AIDS is a gay disease, or like this is a gay disease. No, it's not a gay disease. It is a people's disease. The only reason why people would see, especially back in the day, of a lot of young gay black men getting it is because they were exposed to that lifestyle. Because let me tell you this, if you're constantly bashing your kids and you cut them off, what are they gonna do? They have nothing else to do but to sell their body because they're hungry and they need money. And that is what people go to. And then people don't realize a lot of gay black males that I know were molested by cousins. Like, it's a lot of shit that goes on that people really need to stick up for. Like, it is a lot of molestation going on in families that people just do not come to light and tell until they're older. And I hate that. And it's crazy because it's just like parents will bash their gay kids, but then at the same time that their cousin been raped them or molested them, and they never speak up on it. And see, that what plays into it. Because if you actually study it, if you are molested as a kid, when you grow up, you're going to be more promiscuous and you're going to do a lot of unsafe actions that's going to put you at risk for catching things, because you got to look at it. That is trauma. And by somebody getting raped at a young age, they're going to try to replicate that event, because in their head, if they replicate it, it makes them seem like they are in control of the situation. And it's really a toxic cycle that happens with so many people that I know, and I am just lucky that I've never had to go through any of that. That I am clean and that I was loved. That I never had to go through any of that, but I still see it so much, and I feel like it's time for somebody to speak up on it. Like all the homophobia in gay families, all the molestation in gay families, and then like just the way they leave their kids out there. Like, y'all talk about y'all kids so bad. I know people that parents have pulled a gun out on them, disown them, and then they didn't have no money, and they ended up selling themselves. Like literally 80% of all the gay people that I know at one point or another were homeless, and they had to turn to selling their body or some type of sex work to make ends meet. And it is awful. It's awful. And then all that shit starts at an early age. That's why people need to learn that they need to support their kids even if they don't agree with their lifestyle. If you don't agree with their lifestyle, that's fine. But don't just throw them to the side, because once you strip away their self-worth, once you know, allow them to get molested or don't really care, once you just cut them off when they're kids, what are they gonna do? And they're just gonna end up in the streets. And I see this shit time and time again, and I'm sick of seeing it. And it's awful. It is terrible. And people want to act like we don't exist, but the shit exists. And the shit happening every day. And it still is happening now. Like, as I speak right now, there is somebody right now getting molested or raped by a cousin. There is somebody right now getting put out of their parent houses. There is somebody right now selling themselves for money because they're hungry and they don't have anywhere else to go because their parents have abandoned them. They're stripping away their self-worth, and now they feel like shit. Because if you always tell a kid that they're shit, that's what they're gonna feel like. And that's the worst thing to do, because like I said, once you lose self-worth, you lose all drive in yourself. You really do. And it's just, and then the community has just become so toxic, even in the gay community. Like, it's nothing but backstabbing and just conniving shit, when really it should be love. Like, people just don't realize, like y'all gotta look at it. We are young, black, gay, and poor. This world despises us. So they don't care about us in the least. They want to act like we don't exist to make them feel better. And it's even fucking insane how black people, your fellow African Americans, can even be homophobic. Because as a people that have fought and is still fighting for rights, to not claim the fellow gay brothers is preposterous. Like, the shit is fucking bonkers. Like, how can you say you're an advocate for all lives matter, you know, black lives matter, but you're anti-gay? You don't want equality. You want privilege. And then it just goes to being in the black community, you have hate against gay people, and then even in the gay community, you have hate against gay people. Like, it's just so much hate in this fucking world, and it's time for somebody to speak up and just end it. Like, I'm just one person, but at the end of the day, it only takes one person to stand up to make a difference. And I know there's a lot of people out there that feel the same, that are just not speaking up. Or just not speaking up. And it's even worse, just how they got these gay families, like, made nowadays. Because a gay family is supposed to be about love and support, where you can come and feel comfort when your family threw you out in the fucking streets. But now gay families are shit. They're basically should be called fuck clubs and messy clubs, because that's all they are. The majority of the ones I've seen, they have lost track of what it means to be us, and they're just going along with what society is and just putting us down as a people even more. And that's why I'm announcing I am going to start my own gay family, my own house, the House of Cobain. I'm starting my own gay family, the House of Cobain. Well, the House of something. I'm not sure on the name yet, but I am going to start it soon, because I want, as a person, to start a network of young, intelligent, talented gay black males that can support each other when they don't have that for their family. Like, I don't really have names right now, either like the House of Cobain, the House of Fiercity, like just something. But people just need to realize that there is a lot of shit going on under the scenes that people like to ignore. But if you can't ignore it, because the more you ignore it, the worse it is going to get. And that is the lesson for the day. And this video has gone on long enough, and I know I'm usually not talking about bullshit, but I really wanted to touch on that today. And again, if you are not subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and the like, because they all really help. And again, thank you to all the wonderful people out there that watch my videos, and I love you guys to death. Peace out.